Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we plunge into the most critical topics shaping our world, giving you that shortcut to being truly well-informed. Today, we're exploring a really fascinating intersection. It's where human interaction meets cutting-edge technology. Artificial intelligence in human resources. The modern workplace, it's just in constant motion. It demands that organizations adapt, innovate, especially in how they manage their people, right? Their most valuable asset. It's complex.
It really is. And our deep dive today is moving beyond just, talking theories. We're really zeroing in on how AI is practically transforming the HR landscape right now. We'll be looking at the real-world applications, the actual benefits it brings, and importantly, the challenges that HR leaders need to think about for it to work well.
Right. So our mission for you, the listener, is to cut through all the noise. We want to give you a clear, concise, kind of insightful look at how AI isn't just some buzzword. It's a real tool. It's making HR functions more efficient, more personalized, and fundamentally much more strategic. We've basically distilled the key nuggets from our sources to give you that essential shortcut. So as we kick this off, maybe the first big question is the foundation. When we talk about AI coming into HR, what did that actually look like, day to day?
Okay, yeah, good question. At its core, AI in HR means applying these AI technologies, specifically things like machine learning, ML, which lets systems learn from data, and natural language processing, NLP, which helps computers understand human language, applying those to streamline and enhance all those HR functions. Its main purpose really is twofold. One, automate the repetitive stuff that often bogs HR teams down. And two, crucially, pull out valuable insights from workforce data. So you get more data-driven decisions, better efficiency, and honestly, a more engaging service for employees. For years, HR teams really struggled with workflows, getting people access to critical info quickly, delivering that fast, personalized service everyone wants. Now, with AI becoming more available, these long-standing challenges, they're actually becoming solvable.
And you can already see the impact, can't you? Our sources highlighted this stat from the Zendesk EX Trends Report 2024. Get this, 81% of HR and IT leaders agree AI helps employees work more efficiently and effectively. 81%. That's pretty significant. Okay, so we have the what's. Now, for me, this is where it gets really interesting. The how. How is AI actually being used out there? It really does seem like HR's strategic partner now, boosting efficiency, delivering smarter, maybe even more empathetic service. Our sources laid out 6 top use cases. They seem to touch pretty much every part of the employee journey.
Exactly. First up, let's talk about improving the onboarding experience. Onboarding, well, it can be a whirlwind, right? For the new hire and for HR, AI makes this much more efficient. It automates admin tasks, helps new folks find the info they need right away so they can hit the ground running. Yeah, imagine like an AI-powered digital agent, a smart chatbot, basically, available 204/7. It points new hires to key resources, training materials, answers common questions about policy, benefits instantly. It means new hires get up to speed faster and they feel, more supported right from the start.
Okay, so it smooths the entry point, but it works at the other end too, right? Streamlining offboarding. That can be just as tricky, sometimes more so.
Oh, absolutely. Offboarding has so many moving parts. Compliance checks, confidentiality, making sure it's a smooth transition. AI helps make sure that process is consistent, streamlined. Nothing falls through the cracks. It speeds up responses to offboarding tickets too. Think about it. An AI agent could schedule the exit interview, provide 247 answers about final pay or benefits, and it can seamlessly flag issues between HR and IT, like getting equipment back. It just makes employee turnover much smoother.
Yeah, I can see that. And when I think about just the sheer volume of requests HR handles daily, especially around benefits, leave, major life events, the admin load must be huge. How does AI help with standardizing the management of benefits, leave, and life events?
Yeah. This is a really big one.
Yeah.
Where AI adds a ton of value. It standardizes how these requests are managed. It automates enrollment, eligibility check, benefit changes. But what's really powerful here, I think, is how it helps HR reps handle those higher stakes requests, like leave for a big life event, more personally. AI co-pilots, think of them as smart assistants for the HR profiles. They can provide insights into the employee's emotional state before a request even comes in. So the HR person can then tailor the response, make it unique to that employee's situation. It moves beyond just generic replies to, actual empathetic support.
Wow, that's more than just speed, isn't it? That's a real shift in engagement. Being able to sense maybe underlying stress or concern before it's even explicitly stated, allowing HR to be proactively supportive. That seems huge. And it leads perfectly into the 4th use case you mentioned, providing fast and personalized employee service.
Exactly. With AI, service just gets faster, more personalized, more effective overall. Intelligent bots like AI agents using conversational AI give real-time help when employees have questions, about internal resources, processes. And what's more, AI also assists the HR reps themselves as they respond. Copilots suggest resolutions. Generative AI can surface pre-written but customizable responses, or macros, tailoring them so the communication feels unique, engaging, not just, robotic and unhelpful.
That sounds like a massive time saver for HR and thinking about today's workforce. Hybrid, globally distributed, providing constant support is a huge challenge, which brings us to enhancing self-service offerings.
Yeah, this is where AI really shines for global teams. It enables 204/7 HR support. Time zones don't matter as much. Anyone can find help when they need it. An AI-powered knowledge base makes finding information super easy for employees. And for HR pros, it simplifies managing all that knowledge. AI can spot gaps in the knowledge base, suggest new article topics to keep things fresh. It can even draft entire articles from bullet points using generative AI. That frees up HR for the more human stuff, not just constantly updating FAQs.
And all these improvements for employees, they naturally ripple out into broader operational gains, right? That's the sixth use case, boosting operational efficiency.
Yes, absolutely. Better employee service directly improves operational efficiency. It can cut operational costs significantly through self-service tools, AI knowledge bases, AI agents handling FAQs. These tools reduce the number of support tickets, which gives HR reps back valuable time for more strategic work. AI also tackles repetitive manual tasks like tagging and routing tickets. It can even suggest where more automation might help. Plus, there are AI quality assurance tools, QA tools that can review support tickets, look for issues or pain points. This helps spot operational bottlenecks, things slowing employees down, allowing HR to fix the process and get feedback for continuous improvement. What's really fascinating, though, is seeing how all these practical uses translate into those bigger organizational benefits. Productivity, decision-making, satisfaction costs.
And leadership seems to be on board. That same report, the EX Trends one, noted 79% of HR and IT leaders agree AI enhances work quality. So let's look at the top 5 benefits our sources highlighted. First one, AI boosts efficiency and productivity.
It absolutely does. So many HR tasks can be, tedious, time-consuming. AI speeds things up by automating recruiting tasks, onboarding admin, operational stuff. This frees up HR folks to focus their energy on things needing that human-touch talent development, building culture, or strategy. Plus, AI is good at spotting inefficiencies in current HR processes, helping organizations make targeted changes to boost productivity even more.
Okay, benefit number 2. AI helps organizations make data-driven decisions.
Yeah, this is huge. AI can analyze massive amounts of data almost instantly. It gives you deep insights into employee performance, satisfaction levels, even potential turnover risks. It's not just about numbers, though. It's about understanding the why. For instance, if employees keep asking the same questions, AI can suggest, hey, maybe automate this request. That give HR time back. Similarly, those AI QA tools can monitor employee sentiment in support interactions. If things aren't going well, it flags it, providing real data to help improve.
And that data surely impacts the third benefit, enhancing employee satisfaction.
Without a doubt. It's pretty simple. Better, faster support usually means happier employees. AI helps HR deliver that fast, hyper-personalized support, which really boosts satisfaction. By giving reps insights into employee sentiment, they can tailor resolutions better. It lets HR spot and address concerns before they blow up into bigger issues. That fosters a much more supportive, responsive workplace.
Makes sense. And related to efficiency, the fourth benefit is always a big one for businesses. AI reduces internal support costs.
Right, we touched on this, but AI automation really does speed up operations, and that directly saves money on internal support. AI lets HR handle many requests simultaneously, so you can scale up operations without necessarily hiring a lot more support staff. This isn't just about cutting costs, though. It frees up budget that can then be put into higher value HR initiatives, things that drive growth.
Good point. And finally, number 5, AI helps organizations beat the competition through continuous improvement.
This might be one of the biggest long-term advantages. AI helps your HR team constantly get better at serving employees. For example, those AI QA tools. They can review literally 100% of interactions. They spot problems, help the team fix them quickly. It creates constant feedback loops. AI can also suggest which support topics are ripe for automation to make the whole employee experience management smoother, ensuring HR is always optimizing.
Okay, so AI in HR sounds incredibly powerful. But like any powerful tool, there have to be considerations, potential downsides. What are the common pitfalls or challenges organizations need to watch out for when they start bringing AI into HR?
That's a really crucial point. And it's important to see these not as deal breakers, but as things needing careful thought and strategic planning to get it right. The first big one is definitely privacy and security. HR deals with super sensitive data names, social security numbers, performance reviews, everything. AI security has to be absolutely watertight. You need to protect against breaches and ensure you're meeting all the compliance rules.
Okay, data security is paramount. Then there's the practical side, integration with existing systems.
Exactly. HR departments often use a whole bunch of different tools already. Payroll, applicant tracking, you name it. Any new AI tool has to integrate smoothly with all those existing systems. Otherwise, you don't get a fluid workflow, you don't get fast issue resolution, you could just end up creating more problems.
And what about the people actually using it? Most HR team members aren't tech gurus, right?
Mm.
So that raises worries about ease of use and potentially long training times.
That's a totally valid concern. The key here is to look for AI tools that are designed to be intuitive, quick to set up, easy to use. Ideally, they shouldn't require deep technical knowledge. That minimizes the learning curve and helps the HR team actually adopt and use the tool quickly.
Makes sense. And then there's always the budget question, cost and budget constraints. Implementing new tech costs money up front.
It does. And it's understandable for businesses to hesitate about that initial investment. But it's important to weigh that against the long-term savings. The right AI tools can actually save money down the line by letting operations scale without adding loads of support staff.
Yeah.
Ultimately, these challenges, they're avoidable. It comes down to picking the right AI partner and being thoughtful about the implementation process.
Okay, so for listeners who are thinking, all right, I'm intrigued, maybe ready to explore this, how should they strategically approach bringing something like generative AI into their HR operations?
Yeah, generative AI is really interesting because it uses your own company's knowledge to create new content, new responses. It helps teams keep resources up to date, ensures self-service info is fresh. For implementing it strategically, there's kind of a five-step approach that seems effective. First, set the metrics you want to improve. This is absolutely foundational. Know what you're aiming for. Reducing time to hire, increasing satisfaction, improving retention. Defining those goals clearly up front lets you tailor the tool and, just as importantly, measure if it's actually working.
Right, clarity on the why from the very beginning makes sense. What's step two?
Second, pick tools that level up productivity quickly. You want something that automates those time-sucking tasks and offers real benefits fast. It should help your existing team deliver better support to more employees sooner rather than later. And critically, look for tools that are easy to roll out without needing a big technical team. Faster time to value is key here. Think quick wins.
Quick wins, got it. That sounds smart for adoption and showing value, and managing expectations is probably key too, especially upwards.
Absolutely. Step 3 is define realistic expectations with leadership. Keep them in the loop. Share the roadmap for the AI tool, update them on progress and any changes. Make sure everyone understands what's coming and what to expect. It prevents surprises and builds confidence in the whole thing.
And what about the HR team itself, the end users? They're crucial for this to actually stick, aren't they?
Oh, arguably the most critical piece. Step 4, keep things transparent with your HR team. The people using the tool need to be involved in planning and implementation. Get their perspective. They know the pain points. They can identify the best use cases. Involving them ensures buy-in. Let's be honest, if your HR team doesn't use the AI tools, the strategy fails. So listen to their feedback. It's invaluable.
Totally agree. And finally, once you've got the tool, set expectations, involve the team, training is essential to unlock the benefits, right?
Precisely. Step 5 is offer training for AI tools. Good training ensures everyone knows how to use the tool effectively and minimizes confusion. This could be workshops, one-on-one sessions, even just good tutorials in your knowledge base. And going back to ease of use, if you pick tools that are inherently simple, you naturally cut down on training time later, making adoption even smoother.
So looking ahead now, what does the future hold for AI and automation in HR? Where do you see this going?
Well, if you connect the dots, you could argue the future is kind of already unfolding, just evolving faster. AI can already handle pretty complex employee questions, provide that hyper-personalized service we talked about. But as AI keeps getting smarter, expect even more sophisticated applications in HR, becoming even more seamless. For example, it's likely that soon nearly all employee service interactions will involve AI in some capacity, either directly talking to the employee or working behind the scenes, empowering the HR professional. This just means faster, more intuitive support, more empowered HR reps who can provide really confident next-level help while also freeing up more of their time for those critical strategic initiatives. And it's really crucial to reiterate this. AI isn't about replacing HR professionals. It's about empowering them to deliver more personalized, more effective service, and freeing them up for the vital, human-centric work that only people can truly do.
What an insightful journey today. We've really seen how AI is shifting HR, haven't we? From being often reactive, administrative, to becoming a genuinely strategic, proactive partner across the whole employee lifecycle, really. Speedy onboarding, better operational efficiency.
Yeah, it really boils down to intelligent empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
AI in HR enhances the employee experience, yes, but it also drives strategic value for the whole organization. It makes HR teams more efficient, more insightful, and allows them to focus more on that human element, which is ultimately what matters most.
So this leaves us with a really interesting question for you, our listener, to think about. Given how fast AI is evolving, how will our very definition of human-centric HR keep shifting as AI takes on more of the admin, more of the analytics? What new, maybe even deeper human touches will become the most important things for HR professionals to provide in this changing landscape? Definitely something to chew on.